Hi, and welcome to another edition of Inspired Messages Monday, and it is the 19th of November. And just before I start, obviously we are moving out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius this week, actually on Thursday on the 22nd. So obviously I offer every month, whatever, if it's your birthday, I offer a chart reading with me for less than I actually charge on my website, so I'm charging £85. I do a couple of hours work, probably a bit more than that, and then we have an hour to an hour and a half together, either on Skype or face to face. So if you are a Sagittarian and you would like a birthday chart doing, then contact me on my contact page on my website, and we will arrange a time, and and I'll do a reading for you. So starting this week with the messages, so there's lots of ideas that should be put into action, along with a need to share this with others, and people may be attracted to you for your common sense, down to earth, no nonsense approach. And it's about steering a steady course, not being pulled off what you're actually doing. So don't let other people tell you what to do or pull you off what your plans that you've made and you feel happy about. And make sure that you're positive and you shine like the sun, as the sun is moving into Sagittarius, as I say, later this week, and that is when we can all be positive. And there are lots of positive transits coming up for us in the next 2 weeks. So starting with today, the 19th, we have, we start the week actually with the moon in the sign of Aries. Now, Aries is the winner. It wants to get to the end result. And so when the moon is in Aries, you are likely to want to get on with things. You want to compete, you want to win, which is fine, as long as you don't go over the top and jump, from the frying pan into the fire, because you're too rushing and you're not actually watching everything that's going on. But quick decisions are likely on the 19th, which is today. And then on Tuesday, the 20th, we're going to have Mars squaring Jupiter. Now, squares are always a challenge, and so this is no different. So you've got a lot of exuberance here. Mars was the god of war. You've got a lot of energy, and it's making an aspect to Jupiter, which is all about overdoing it, overeating, overspending, exaggeration, boasting, all that kind of thing. So it's a challenge, really. So watch you don't overdo it or take on more than you can cope with, and rein yourself back in, because a square is a square. If it was a sextile, it would be much easier, and I wouldn't be saying that to you. But that's obviously for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, the 21st, the sun is going to make quite a difficult aspect to Uranus. So watch out for sudden changes in plans you've made, because they can be disrupted, particularly if you're an Aquarian, because Uranus rules you. And so, you may have that, you might find that is a problem if you are Aquarian, or if you have a strong Uranus placement in your chart, which you might not necessarily know. Your moon could be in Aquarius as well. Anyway, be careful when you're driving, because this is the transit that you could, possibly, bump into something and regret it later because you're rushing. So it's all about rushing, really. So don't rush, take your time, and keep calm. And then on Thursday, the sun moves into Sagittarius, allowing us to expand in certain areas of our life. Now, Sagittarius rules long distance travel, study, and those could be on the agenda, and they can broaden our views on life, who we are and why we're here. So be open to new possibilities whilst the sun is in Sagittarius, and particularly if you're a Sagittarian, then this is going to mean more to you than the rest of the signs. Doing my astrology course would be a great way of using the Sagittarian energy. And you know, if you want to do the course, then just go to my website, www.astrologysue.com, or if you take my newsletter, then obviously I'll put the link in that. And if you want to know what it's like to be a Sagittarian, then read my Facebook post on that day to find out. And on Friday the 23rd, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Gemini. Now, a full moon is known as a time of tension. You know, we have more problems at that time in the hospitals and the police station and things like that, and actually there are more arrests. So a full moon, as I say, can be quite problematic. Now, it is in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. This is all about communication. So this could provoke vocal outbursts and tension between you and others. Do a full moon ritual because that removes things that you no longer want in your life. So you can write a list and, you know, say be gone in the moonlight and get rid of it. You can tear it up or burn it, or do, you know, if you've got a fire, put it on the fire. That'd be brilliant. Do a little bit meditation, put, you know, set the scene, and away you go for the full moon ritual. And then on Sunday the 25th, Neptune turns direct. Now, it's been retrograde for a while, and that might have been brought confusion into your life. So anything you've been confused about will resolve itself and become much clearer. Maybe not on that day, but because it has to get used to being direct again. But watch out for that. Watch out for things becoming clearer. And then on Monday the 26th, the sun is going to conjunct Jupiter. That gives a positive start to the week, and also obviously it's in the sign of Sagittarius. The sun's in Sag and it's conjuncting the ruler, so that gives that's like a double whammy. But on the other hand, we have got a Mercury squaring Mars, so that can lead to rows, which you may regret later. So watch out for that. Stay positive if you can, because you've got all the energy helping you to do that. Tuesday the 27th, then we've got Mercury conjunct the Sun. That gives us the ability to pick up on information you may have previously missed. And also Mercury is conjunct Jupiter, and that gives an opportunity to again study or learn something new. And because it's Mercury and Jupiter, again, astrology would be a great way to do it. And then on Wednesday the 28th, we've got Mars sextiling Saturn. Now, a sextile is an easy aspect, so this is great for planning and structuring projects that need a lot of preparation and thought. So this is a great day if you need to do that. And then on the 30th, Friday, mid-morning, you may suddenly feel confused, re a situation, because we've got Neptune and a Moon-Neptune transit going on. So wait until later if you need to make a decision. Don't do it, you know, while you're feeling confused. And then we go to Saturday, and that's the 1st of December. So Venus is going to be opposite Uranus. So this can bring sudden surprises connected to finance and relationships, because Venus rules not only relationships, but it also rules money. So watch out for that. And Mercury moves into Scorpio. So research and searching for the truth is really good. You can play detective. On the 2nd, which is the Sunday, we're going to have Mercury making an aspect to a Uranus. Now this again is a difficult aspect. So let's see what happens. But it can, because it's Mercury, it's to do with sudden and Uranus, sudden ideas, unusual ideas, wacky ideas. So be careful that they actually hold water. Be careful that they, because we can actually do or say and do things when we have that transit that actually never materialize to anything. So just watch that. Also, Venus moves into Scorpio. So this can bring a passion into your relationships. But just watch it, because it is like the moth to the flame, where you go somewhere which is not really a good idea. So be careful, because you might be taking it in and you may regret it later. But it can bring, certainly if you've got a relationship that's ongoing and it's quite strong, then this can bring lots of passion. And yes, the affirmation to say every morning until we come back is hand on heart. Very simple. My life is a positive experience of who I am. My life is a positive experience of who I am. So have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you, in a couple of weeks with the last one before I have a holiday. So take care, have a great week, and keep positive. Okay, bye for now. Bye-bye.